Okay guys, here we are with a new deck recipe. This is my Grave Keepers, as you have seen in my last 3 videos with Scrubzilla. Um, I'll probably put a link in the description. No, I don't know. Anyways, let's get on the deck recipe, because this one is a pretty fun one to go over. So, start off, we have 2 Kai as the Shadow Monarchs. He's a dark, he is a 2400 beater. He banishes pretty much anything when you tribute summon him. And he'll flip 1000 if it's a dark monster, my bad. He's just pretty good. There's enough tributes in here for him. Next we got 2 Charmus Shabiti. He acts like a Waboku in a way, except you still take damage. You could run Wabokus over, which is an option. It's just this one I prefer over it because, like, they can't just randomly MST this, and it'll keep your Gravekeepers alive. So if you want to know what it does, you discard it, and monster, if it's a Gravekeeper, it can't be destroyed by battle. Waboku usually is a better choice, but it's Gravekeepers, so I'm trying to keep the theme going. 2 Assailant. Basically, if Necro Valley is out, it can switch the position of monster, your opponent's monster, when it's attacked. I think when you attack it. Yeah. This goes over stuff like, for example, Kai's or something with high attack but really low defense, and also it's a good note that it's 2000 attack with the Necro Valley and 2000 defense, so you can get over pretty much a lot of things. Yeah, that's pretty good card. So 2 Assailant. 1 Cannon Holder. I really didn't want to use 2 of these, then make it like Dark Strike Fighters and whatever, but you know, inflict 700. I rarely use it, but he's there because it helps out a lot. 2 Commandment. You could play Terraformings or him, but the good thing is if you use him, you can summon him out and set him. Unlike Captain Gold and the other one for fairies, and this one won't die, so that's good. 2 Guard. You can either set him, use him for a crush card target. Usually you want to set him, and after he's flipped, tribute him for Caius or use him as a crush card target. You're usually not going to be attacking with this. He acts like a penguin soldier, but up to 1, and he can't target your own monsters. So that's pretty good. It's also, we'll go over what else works with this too. 2 Gravekeeper Spear. He can get up to 2000 as well, and he's a piercer, so it gets rid of some. It really isn't the best piercer, but it does get its moments where your opponent's just like setting Marsh or something, and it'll do some damage. So 3 Spy, the main defense of the deck usually. He can search out anything with 1500 or less attack, which is all the Gravekeepers. I don't know if it's it has to be Gravekeepers. Like all the Gravekeepers in this deck are 1500 and less, except for this one. What you want to do is use this, special summon Guard, and then flip over a crush card, which will wreck your opponent really badly. Or you can go Spy for Spy, or you can go Spy into Spear Soldier, or Spy into this one, and then do some shenanigans with that. But he's really like a searcher, but he has to be flipped, so that's the only downside. But he gets a 2500 defense if you have Necro Valley. so he can be really high and stand up to Skull, Summon Skull, and Dark Magician, Stardust, all those good stuff. Plague Spreader, he's basically unaffected by Necro Valley because he used his own effect out of the grave, and he is a level 2 tuner, and he can make level 6s out of here. All these there's level 3s in this game, and level 8, you know, whatever you need. Now I like this little included thing. I was watching a video on Arcanite Turbo or whatever. Like Pink Reaper was playing it, and he used 2 of these. I know he used like Gen X Ally Birdmans, but there wasn't any in here, so I used 2 of these. And I usually make Arcanite Magicians, Black Roses if I need them, or Dark Strikes. But usually I'm going to go for the Arcanite because it just basically gets rid of stuff you need to get rid of. But you can use Black Rose or whatever. One Tragodia, he's like Gores, but except it's only battle damage, he'd be special summoned. 600 attack for each card in your hand. Send a card to your graveyard, which basically is like all level 4s that you can be able to take over. Take over a monster and use for synchros. He's just in there because Gores wouldn't really fit this deck. Also, you might note there's no Dark Armed in here either. If there was a Dark Armed, he'd be my side deck. And the reason is because I can't target the grave with Dark Strike or Dark Armed, so there's a reason why I don't have Dark Arms in here. Right, let's start over here. We have one Allure of Darkness. I don't want to run 2, only because I don't want to lose every card in my hand or deck. Even though I do draw 2. This is if I need to really draw to something. There is plenty of dark, so don't worry. Brain Control, target something in Synchro. Card Destruction, you can play Morphing or Card Destruction, your choice. I just choose Card Destruction because I had enough monsters that I need some spells and some draw power. Also, the Gravekeepers aren't really affected. The good thing about this is you like destroy your opponent's hand, and they can't like Monster Reborn if Necro Valleys are face up. So, Emergency Teleport for these 2 right here. You can special summon from hand or deck, and it helps out getting Arcanites. Heavy Storm, destroy basically everything that's spell and trap related on the field. Same thing for this, except it's only 1, not every single one. 2 Necro Valleys, gives Gravekeepers 500 attack and defense, and you and your opponent can't do anything graveyard based, but there are some exceptions. So, unless the only ones I usually know like it has this are dragons, because Wyvern activates its own effect to bring out red eyes, which is pretty annoying. Dark Worlds are the same thing. And yeah, but other than that, nothing really. And Plague Spreader. Yeah, those are the only ones to watch out for. Monster Reborn, Pot of Avarice, or anything like that, yeah, you don't have to worry about them. Which you notice I don't have Monster Reborn because of Necro Valley. I think I don't have it, yeah. Alright, so Pot of Avarice, I know I just said that it's not really great, but I have to recycle monsters somehow, and I'm not always gonna have Necro Valley, so this really helps out if I need to restore the deck. Let's see, 2 Royal Tributes. Of course, I'm discarding cards from my hand too, which this is really good. Dark Worlds, watch out for that. I think this works with Dark Worlds because it's a fact, right? But you discard everything So like the good ones are Plague to drop in the grave, and your opponent basically gets really hurt by this card. Next is Swords, just a stall for 3 turns really, and to see cards your opponent's running. 2 Cabals. As I said, I like this card over Bottomless for a lot of reasons. Also, you could bounce back like Kaya's. I can find them Kaya's, Tragodia, Plague, which you can go away to get. Where is he? And Spies, which will search out Morgan. Crush card. Your main targets are gonna be the Plague Spreader, Tragodia at times, and when you flip over Spy or these two, you have enough for a crush card. Cylinder, I just like playing these two together, and it'll help you end duels and gets over Stardust. This will just destroy like stuff like red dragons and dot rulers and whatever. Yeah, any of those types of swarm decks that are in here. You have to be careful about some cards though. Other than that, this card's really good. This acts like a Call of the Haunted, except this doesn't stay on the field. You can use this to bring back a Gravekeeper. In attack or defense, it's not negated by Necro Valley, which is really good. And, what else is there to say? You use it for synchros and tributes, and that's pretty much it. Solemn Judgment, because I need something to negate random stuff, and I didn't want to throw in 2 Dark Bribes, so why not just a Solemn? Just one of them though. Right, for the synchros, the only thing I recommend is 2 Arcanites, because you do get into Arcanite quickly. Let's see, so I'll just like easily breeze through it. 2 Arcanites said, Armory Arm, yeah, I have, well I mean I could probably use this, and then synchro with that, okay. But yeah, this was when I was playing the Morphine Jar in it. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, if you haven't already, go check out the other videos about how to kind of play this. There was Scrub, Zilla. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed the deck recipe. Tell me what your thoughts are. I know there's some other Gravekeepers in here, but I feel like this is probably my favorite build right now. There is another Gravekeeper that allows you to access any card in a grave that's a monster card, but it is a 5-star, so it's not really super great. Also, if you need to, you can add a Cyber Dragon, because I don't know, because you just need more stronger monsters, I guess. Yeah. So go ahead and leave your comments down below. Tell me what you think of it. I mean, rate it if you want to. I don't mind. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. This is wDragox55 signing out of this video.